The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So it's down to business here.
I think when it comes to pace and finishing of the highest order, there's someone down there who always stands out.
Yeah, no prizes for guessing.
It's Sheva, Andrei Shevchenko, poacher, predator and punisher.
Oh, what a mistake!
Shevchenko! Andrei Shevchenko, the great Ukrainian goal machine! Well, this is already looking rather ominous for the opposition. When a player of his calibre can open up the scoring with a brilliantly classy finish, it could be a very long match for that defence to prevent it happening again.
Simplicity itself.
Shevchenko really can't believe his luck. He was allowed so much room when he should have been boxed in.
Terrific effort! Haaland gets flagged offside. Plays a sharp little ball here.
He looked rushed. He should have waited for some movement. Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
That is ended up in no man's land. Van de Ven. And it's Hakimi. That's Brahim Diaz. Hakimi. Now it's Mbappe. Brahim Diaz in acres of space out wide. Neither of these two want to come off second best. It's made its way to him. And the shot! Oh, that is rather wayward. Brahim Diaz. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. It's a pretty loose pass. And here's Brahim Diaz. Now then, the ball's come loose. Inter Milan are seeing plenty of the ball, but for now they trail. Genuine physical edge about this game. It is quite attritional. Ederson is offering some sort of an apology there.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Rodri. Passing is crisp and sharp. Aimed beyond the defence. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
And now they can clear their lines.
Inter really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Ederson. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. And the pass is intercepted. Engages and forces him off the ball. Brahim Diaz has a look and plays it forward. And he's definitely onside. He whips it across. Rodri. Great vision. That has been cut short. Rice. He's picked his way through. Pass is just off target. Rodri. He's felt that, hasn't he? Not much subtlety about that challenge. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Well, that's a booking, always looked it. Shevchenko. He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, strongly challenged there. Hazard making good progress. Can he get on the end of this?
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
And here's Brahim Diaz. He's found a way through. Stood up well to him there. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Brahim Diaz. Oh, that's fabulous. Here's Haaland. He can run onto that. Oh, he's been caught napping. Rodri. Griezmann.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Messi is flagged offside. Now it's Messi. Nicely weighted ball. And he's managed to get... And a chance! And needless to say, that deserved better.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
Il quarto uomo indica 2 minuti di recupero.
It's a goal kick. Beckenbauer picks it up from the goal kick. Now it's Mbappe. Threads one in. Rice. Now can he find a... Oh, shooting chance! It's a goal! Inter are back in business. His position was perfect. The invitation was there for him, and his response. And that is all they have time for. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. Some first-half thoughts?
Inter really showed some resolve in that first half, Peter, after going behind. So I think the message from the manager will be quite a positive one. Keep going and keep doing what you've been doing, because it's pretty good.
So all square at half-time, each side matching the other blow for blow at the break. The second half then, just getting going. Oh, that's a key interception. Could be danger here. More and more pressure on the ball here. Sends it crossfield. And it's Diaz. No, that's been intercepted. Rodri spots it and intercepts. Looking for the run. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Tunisia clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Ederson! It's in! And they've got their lead back. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Tunisia leading now. Tries to play it through. Brahim Diaz. Hakimi. And here's Mbappe. Hazard.
It's Asa!
Now, who's going to be first to this? And he's opted for the long pass. And it's Rice. It's a really well-measured ball. Now it's...
Can he finish? And there's a goal! They're level in H. Rice!
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
So again, we have parity.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
Brahim Diaz tries to pass it through, and there's his chance to lead the counter. But that has not gone well. Not the most accurate pass. Decent chance! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Hernandez. Spread it left. Hernandez. Well timed, excellent interception. And this is Griezmann. And he's there to retrieve it. And he's heaved it away. Rice, who's set up one goal so far. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Azar. Over to the other side.
That's a great ball cross-field.
This looks promising. Played in. Well, the clearance is short. And that has left him in a heap. Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Ederson. Tunisia claiming a corner, and the referee concurs. Tunisia have their second corner now.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Nuno Mendes.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
He is through here. Quick look, the towering header. And no, he had to, and yet he could not.
It's a very watchable game, isn't it? Any goal from here could well be the winner.
Rodri. Still anyone's game, this. One moment can decide it.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
And it's Diaz. It's a sharp pass. We saw the take. Oh, that's horribly mistimed, and it's given. Penalty. Inter Milan presented with a golden opportunity here. Can he? Will he? A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
Yeah, the keeper was trying to make him think that he was going to dive one way here. Could have just held a little longer.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
Well, talk about being on top of your game. Every
Shot, surely!
I think that's offside. Yes, it is.
Inter can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now.
He came in hard, very hard. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising.
Yeah, we guessed that this scenario could take place because he's up against pace.
Oh, he's pulled off a fine save. Well, I thought his starting position was good, and that helped the keeper to judge the flight of the ball and deal with it well.
Played out towards the right wing. Brahim Diaz. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Hakimi gets into a good position. And he gets rid in a hurry.
Shot a goal!
Alexander-Arnold. Bernardo Silva. 5 minutes to add. Wriggles his way through. Alvarez. And the through ball.
And the finish! Oh, that was no routine save.
Mbappe clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Desperate defending required here.
That has been knocked clear.
And there goes the final whistle.
They are pumped. Boy, they're pumped. A tough win earned through the power of will. And this place is bouncing. Haaland just could not help himself, could he? 3 goals to his name. So a game of thrills and tiny margins, so many what-ifs and what might-have-beens, but eventually we have a winner.
Well, I thought only one team could win this, certainly in the last few minutes, Peter. They didn't half make it hard on themselves, but sometimes you just have to win games whatever way you can, and that they did.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. We're up and running then. So, Jim, would you say that this formation has become the norm in recent years?
Yeah, I think it's one that places the emphasis on your centre-forward, not just holding the ball up or finishing, but all the movement that happens around him, outside and inside the box. And he has to link up with that midfield and bring everybody into play, which ensures a more cohesive system.
Tries to play it through. Oh, split-second reaction.
Yeah, Peter, I think the smartest of reactions, and he just attacked the danger.
Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Threads one in. That is good alertness. And it's Messi. Fernandez finding himself in space.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Well, now the opposition are going to have to find something pretty special to stop Lionel Messi today, aren't they, Jim?
Yeah, the man is an absolutely born winner. You just feel that with him on the pitch, anything is possible.
And what's more, he brings out the best in his teammates.
Yeah, I think he just gives them that confidence that they can overcome whatever the opposition throws at them, and he leads by example, of course, and will probably come up with something.
Nice sequence of passes, this. Brilliantly cut out.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
That's an imaginative pass. He's in a great position here. Yeah, he's offering an apology for that. He needed to deliver a better ball. Knocks it out wide. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Oh, well played. And he's there to get it away. Paredes. Haaland. Oh, they can break here. And he cuts out the supply. So what can they make of this? Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Inter Milan still without a single shot on target. And he's intervened well there. Rijkaard. And it's Messi. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Well, that pass isn't the best. Messi. Paredes. And the shot! He's delivered all right! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Madrid are in front now, the game's only goal.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game. That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Now, can they get him away? Well, that looks a cracking ball. And the finish! And that's a tidy finish. A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
And his manager couldn't look happier. That's the kind of interplay they've been working on in training, and it came off beautifully.
Madrid are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
And it's Arda Güler. Paredes looking to receive it in space. Rice. Rijkaard. Now it's Haaland. Time perhaps for one last twist before half-time. Tries to pass it through. Decent chance! Oh, what has happened here? And he shoots! That is a super hit, but it was always just off target.
Well, we always have to give a reason for it, Peter, but did he hit that too well?
Fernandez. Messi. And he plays one.
Real chance!
And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Bastoni. Güler receives it in a good position here. The referee has given a corner. Madrid with the corner, they're first. Inter Milan have the chance to go the other way. Well, nicely intercepted. Azar. And this ended up in no man's land.
Habrá 2 minutos de descuento.
And again, they run up against stubborn defending. And here's Mbappe. And for the first half, that is that. How was the first half compared with your expectations?
The boss is going to be disappointed with the way his team just switched off for those 2 goals. They'll have to take some risks now to try and get back in this game. And it's easier said than done, as we know.
So that's it for the first half, and everyone takes a well-earned rest.
Hay instaladas unas huchas destinadas a recoger sus donativos para nuestra campaña solidaria en favor de los más necesitados.
Away we go again.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it, try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
Rijkaard! Oh, he's hit the bar!
Alexander-Arnold is there, and he can get that clear. Tries to get it clear. Now it's Haaland. Madrid are a team that's fond of the low block. They sure defend in numbers.
Yeah, the whole...
Great chance!
Oh, he's been caught on it here.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And it's Rijkaard. And he was alert to it. Pass somewhat off target. Van Dijk. Turns back here, probably the best option.
There's no doubt it's a long way back, but they can at least give us something to believe the gap might be closed.
Takes a shot! Corner number 2 then. He's there to hit it! He doesn't look too happy with that.
That's really good energy, Peter, the way they defend from the front.
Rijkaard.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example. Mbappe really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Nuno Mendes. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Aimed beyond the defence. Van der Ven. And he's gone looking for safety. Senesi. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Paredes demonstrating his defensive quality there. Bastoni kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily.
Rice, that's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Mendes, just like so many of his contemporaries, is proving very good at driving forward. Brahim Diaz. Rice. And he's been shifted off it. He's a sharp little ball here. Oh, that's a vigorous challenge. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. And smartly reclaimed. Mbappe looking understandably energised. Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. It's a straight red. He has been given his marching orders. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores.
Madrid choosing to make the first change.
El dorsal 10.
Williams!
El dorsal 7.
No, he didn't quite meet it right.
Serán sustituidos por el dorsal 15.
75 minutes played.
El dorsal 19.
And there's green grass ahead of him. Haaland.
El dorsal 14.
Here comes the cross. Cleared without hesitation. And that is out of play. Intercepts the throw. That's well read. Alexander-Arnold. Can he get it through? Well, played right into his path. That's really well cleared. Looking to play him in. This looks promising. Little doubt, that is a foul. And he has shown him a yellow card. Stood up well to him there. Now it's Haaland. Now it's Brahim Diaz. Looking for options for movement. He's got away. Oh, good ball. Rijkaard. Great vision. Nico Williams is onto this. Can he get on the end of this? Look at this. There's the shot! Yes! Up by 3. They have their boot on the throats of their foes. Unstoppable. Just how do they contain him?
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
2 minutos de descuento.
3-0. Shot at goal! Outstanding save to keep that out.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. And that's it. Inter Milan cannot spin this any other way. They came up against opponents who were thrilling, at times unplayable, who simply brushed them off. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Well, there was a distinct lack of clarity or commitment in everything the players were trying to do. Looking pretty lethargic.
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. The scenery unmistakable, the atmosphere unbeatable, the noise irrepressible. Old Trafford again delivers. So things are underway. Yokohama FC have gone 4-3-3. Jim, how do you interpret that?
Yeah, Peter, you can look at this formation 1 minute and think that it is 4-3-3, and the next time you check it'll be 4-5-1, and it's all to do with whether you've got the ball or not, and the wider attacking players being asked to apply defensive discipline too. When it does turn to a 5 across midfield, then the shape of this team takes on a much tidier, compact defensive look. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Ah, good steal, he just read it. Nicely weighted ball. Oh, this looks sharp. Pinches it off him.
It's always intriguing to see just how much influence Bonucci has over the game here.
Part of a famous back three, of course, that is written into Italian footballing folklore.
Yeah, and he was the most adept with his...
Oh, he's been caught on it here! Figo!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Driving on and making good progress. He's in a great position here. Vardiol. Very early stages, Jim, but anything up to now that's of note?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
And that's a throw-in. Good ball, good take. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Messi! Goal! You don't keep those outs. He just knew.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
Yokohama FC have taken the lead.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough, though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
And here's Mbappe, just eases him off the ball. Figo is one whose deliveries we all know about. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Dembele unable to make it happen for all his good intentions.
Inter really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Haaland. Yokohama FC have quite a reputation for being combative, confrontational, just in your face, Jim.
It's well rehearsed, Peter. It's testament to their excellent work ethic, really. The way they always...
He's been bundled over, that is a foul. No second thought, a straight red card. Inter Milan are down to 10 men. Messi looking to play it into the box.
Well, there's lots of movement in the box for them to pick out.
He's on it, can he get away? Brahim Diaz. Haaland. Hakimi. Turan. And it's Messi. Messi, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. Azar. And the through ball. He is through here! That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Mendes was ultimately thwarted there, but it took a few of them to stop him.
Yeah, definitely not much wrong with what he tried, all things considered. The defence were just well prepared for what was coming.
Now, has he got the beating of his marker here? Bellingham, not one to pass up the chance to run at the defence. He loves those duels.
Well, I thought that run had balance and control, skill and strength. The sort of desire we hope will spread.
Bonucci cuts out the pass. Thinks one through. And that was asking for too much. It is a corner. Yokohama FC with the corner, they're first. Messi plays it short. And the shot! Inter Milan have the chance to go the other way. Guardiol. Now the ball in. Terrific effort! Has another go!
There will be 1 minute added time.
Azar can see things, others simply cannot. This is Dembele. Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area.
Well, talk about being caught between a rock and a hard place. I don't think he had much choice there, although he's paid for it.
He's having a good look here.
Well, he may well be lining up the knuckleball here. It is a specialty.
Messi! Rijkaard. Haaland. That's the end of the first 45. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking. How would you review the first half?
Well, Peter, there's no doubting that the situation is quite bleak when you're not only losing, but a man down as well. And while the break is most welcome in giving the opportunity for the players to regroup, there's no doubting that the next 45 minutes are going to be extremely difficult.
Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second.
Hello attendees, this is a lost children's announcement. Would the father of a boy in a blue hat kindly make his way to the information center?
So, into the second half.
Inter really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Oh, it's Dembele. And he was quick to react. That's really well cleared. Threads one in. Oh, good read. Oh, it's come loose. Hakimi. Mbappe is in a really good position out wide. Well, they could break here. Eze going forward. And here's Dembele. Hakimi clears. And he's had it nicked away. Bonucci. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. And the whistle has gone for a reckless challenge there. And he has shown him a yellow card. Messi. And Messi! Yokohama FC have their second corner now. They've played it short. There's the shot!
Yeah, that works for me, the denial of movement.
Oh, shooting chance! Oh, nice. Just not quite.
Yeah, certainly could have been something so much more.
Yokohama FC appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
So, third corner of the game. And it's been taken short. Inter Milan are looking to go forward now.
72,306.
Nicely intercepted. And it's Eze. And he's there to get it away. Passing is crisp and sharp. Eze! Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Oh, good spread. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, considering they're only one down, they're closer to conceding a second than scoring a leveller.
Great ball if he can get there. Now it's Haaland. Haaland! And yes, it's there! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
Substitution on the field. Number 19.
Yokohama FC choosing to make the first change. So they have it all to do again.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Well, that's a foul and the whistle's gone. And that's going to be a booking.
Disappointing, very disappointing. He knew what he was doing, as deliberate and cynical as it comes.
This certainly looks appetising, well within shooting range. He's having a pop! Terrific effort, just off target.
Well, we always have to give a reason for it, Peter, but did he hit that too well?
Tries to pass it through. That is a great pick out. He's shifting through the gears here. Nuno Mendes. No, that's been intercepted. Can he get on the end of this? It's Vivo! And he couldn't finish.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
Substitution on the field. Number 8.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides.
5, Bellingham. Coming on the field. Number
Inter Milan still have the cards to affect this game.
Substitutions taking place.
Drogba tries a shot!
And no mistake.
Into the lead once more.
It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Yokohama FC leading now.
This is the perfect example of how to play with a man advantage. Move the opposition from side to side, wear them down, deserve goal.
And here's Mbappe. Hakimi.
Inter really might just end up kicking themselves after that.
Haaland! And the difference is still one, but only just.
Well, that's the response the crowd were looking for, Peter, and it's applause all round us here.
In with the challenge. He's in plenty of space here.
Such good technique.
He's picked his way through. And this is...
And the shot!
And that's a tiny finish. 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yokohama are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
So the lead now is 2.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Guardiola is a player who barely needs an invitation to shoot.
6 added
He's
minutes
found a way through. Oh, they could be caught out here. And he's there to clear it. It's Dembele! Oh, split-second reaction.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Great vision. Bale. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Mendes clears without hesitation. Azar. Now it's Brahim Diaz. Now it's Mbappe. He's got away. Brahim Diaz. Can he finish? And that is as much as we have time for. Inter Milan perhaps ended up out of ideas and out of steam. Some warm applause and acknowledgement of the effort put in by the players, but that does not hide the overall disappointment.
That smoking is only allowed in areas
Inter Milan The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So it's away we go then. Well, it's a formation, this, Jim, with a packed midfield, isn't it?
Yeah, and it allows for a lot of flexibility, Peter. You know, combative without the ball, expansive with it. It's a system that's naturally going to ask an awful lot from your central striker, but also for anyone positioned out wide. You're the key supply route, and at the same time, the defensive cover. So, effectively, you're the lungs and legs of the team.
Passes short and sharp.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Messi. Great chance! Oh, it rattles the bar. Deftly away. And smartly reclaimed. Oh, he's having a go! Not a bad try by any means.
I think that was probably what the opposition wanted him to do, Peter. They're not going to be overly worried if he's shooting from that sort of distance.
Engages and forces him off the ball. Rijkaard cuts it out.
We're in the presence of goalkeeping greatness, a man with total command of his defence.
I say I wouldn't fancy going eyeball to eyeball with him.
No, I mean, I always like
It's Aguero! And that is wildly off target.
Spirited to say the least. Certainly gave this crowd something to really cheer about.
Pinches it off him. Messi. Very early stages, Jim, but anything up to now that's of note?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Senesi. Inter Milan, still without a single shot on target. Can he latch on to this? Pass somewhat off target. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Argentina clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Hakimi. That is ended up in no man's land.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. And he thumps it clear. Nuno Mendes. Now it's Hazard. Can he get on the end of this? Now it's Rice. Rodri cannot be beaten that easily. Rodri did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. That's going right the way across. That is good alertness. Gerrard looking for the chance to skim one in from range. Hazard. Argentina are very well equipped down the flanks. It is a tried and tested formula.
Well, Peter, that can cause real problems if they're allowed to run riot in those positions, whether through direct running or from deliveries towards the box. It can work.
Iniesta. Rice. Threads one in. Van der Ven calmly anticipates. Rijkaard. Looking for the run. Not where it came from. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Inter clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Azar.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
Iniesta cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that, and quickly.
Chance, surely!
And needless to say, that deserved better.
I just don't know what was on his mind there.
Neither side giving way. It has been tight. Iniesta. Nicely weighted ball. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. And now they can clear their lines. And it's Rice. Aims beyond the defence. He won't be happy with that one. Rice. No way through. Iniesta, a player who needs no introduction. Tries from a long way out. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. And he is going into that little black book. Looks to me as though this is probably a little too far out for a shot. Decent hit from there. Gerrard. Oh, that's a key interception. So, a temporary halt to the action. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. How would you review the first half?
Well, there's no way to disguise the fact that they've been poor. Not a single shot on goal tells you all you need to know, Peter. Everything seems a little hurried to me, a little rushed, panicked even at times.
So at the halfway stage, we still have deadlock, the score 0-0. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. He leaps for it! And that's a good finish. And the game has liftoff. It was wonderfully efficient.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Inter Milan are in front now, the game's only goal.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
That pass isn't the best. Great vision. And he plays one through. Oh, that's fabulous. Takes a shot! And that's a sharp finish. And there we have it, the 2-goal cushion. Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defence.
Big chance! And a chance! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And with that, it is pretty much a done deal. And that really is so impressive.
Yeah, and having the trust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
And that's it. Well, thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening.
Señoras y señores, en la pantalla se mostrará un boletín informativo del Departamento de Policía Regional.